Hello, YouTube land, and welcome back to the Chaos Asylum. I am your host, Alex Payne, and tonight we're going to be talking about WWE Monday Night Raw, my reactions. So we kick off the show with Mick Foley. And he's out there talking about how he's congratulating Becky Lynch for winning the first ever WWE Women's SmackDown Championship. So then he calls out Charlotte, two-time WWE Women's Champion for Monday Night Raw, and whatnot. And he's trying to tell everybody what's plans for Clash of Champions for the Women's Championship. Sasha Banks comes out and says, well, you know what, I deserve my rematch for my Women's Championship. Mick's like, yeah, and then here comes Bayley. Bayley comes out all shy and whatnot, and she's like, well, I would like a shot at the title. And so then pretty much Mick Foley's like, you know what? He's like, that tonight we're going to have a WWE number one contenders match between Bayley and Sasha Banks. And then Charlotte turned Dana around and tried slapping her. But Dana slapped Charlotte. And then Mick Foley's like, it's going to be a triple threat match. We're putting Dana in there. So it'll be Dana Brooks, Sasha Banks, and Bayley for the number one contendership in a triple threat match to determine who will face Charlotte at Clash of Champions. So there we go. And that match is next. So the match went on. The triple threat match to determine the number one contendership for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. So Dana Brooke, Sasha Banks and Bayley went at it, and it was a pretty good match. Pardon me. So then they went on with whatnot. There's some cool moves in there. Sasha went to the corner. She's doing that one thing where she lays them in between the middle rope, and then she jumps up and does the double knees. Well, she tried to do a double one because she put Bayley underneath Dana and tried doing it, and Bayley moved. And then Bayley went up for a superplex on Dana Brooke, and then Charlotte, jeez. Sasha Banks came in, power bomb. I believe it's called the Tower of Doom. So it's like a superplex power bomb, which was pretty sweet. A couple other moves that happened. The match pretty much ended with a bank statement, and then pretty much then Bayley comes in and super kicks Sasha, then does the Bayley to belly to Dana, and then right when she does that, 1, 2, here comes Sasha Banks for the roll up on Becky. 1, 2, 3, Becky loses to Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks becomes number one contender for the WWE Women's Championship, which I never get why they would just do that. Okay, fine. So your number one contender is Sasha Banks. And I guess in one of the live shows, Cesaro finally got on board, so now it's the best of 7 is now 3 Sheamus, 1 Cesaro. They're going to have another match tonight. I believe Cesaro will make it 2-3. And then match tonight against Roman Reigns and the new Universal Champion, Kevin Owens. Pretty much what it is, if Roman Reigns wins, at Clash of Champions, it becomes a triple threat match for the Universal Championship. It will be Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns. If Roman does not win, it will just be a one-on-one match between Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. So there we go. So we come back from commercial break, and the Shining Stars are in the back trying to sell timeshares in Puerto Rico. And they're talking to R-Truth, and R-Truth's into it, and he's like, hey, he's talking about, they're talking about, how all the famous people would be down there, and they can check it out. He can rap down there. He can take a little Jimmy just for this price right here, and all I need is a credit card. And then Goldust comes out of nowhere, and he grabs him and goes, And then camera zooms in on a chest, and it says certified G, and it's Big Cass. And then here comes Enzo, and he's like, "What do we got over here? Carbohydrates, carbohydrates. Looks like to me we got some scam artists over here." And if you rewind the tape from last week, you see that you got your hand full of tights. So I challenge you tonight. Let me see, which one is it? Primo, he challenged. And he said, okay, yeah, we can do that, whatever. And it said something in, Puerto Rican. And he's like, man, I gotta learn how to become bilingual. Jeez. And then he went to an interview with Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens is like, oh. He's like, what'd you expect me to say? That, like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, da-da-da-da-da. Then he just says, well, there's not gonna be no triple threat match. I'm gonna beat Roman Reigns there, and I'm gonna go to Clash of Champions and look out the WWE Universal Champion and beat Seth Rollins. When Chris Jericho comes out of nowhere, and he's like, well, Mick Foley messed up my highlight reel because I wanted to have Kevin Owens on my highlight reel show. So I had to find someone else. And the person I found was Sami Zayn. I'm going to let everybody know who Sami Zayn really is. Do you know what that is, Tom Gertrum? He's like, stupid. No! Stupid. It. And then there's a match, I guess, with a rejuvenated Bo Dallas. Do you believe? Bo Dallas has this new attitude about him, and he says, I'm the only one who can believe in Bo. So he's got this new attitude, and he faced the jobber and pretty much hit him with his new finisher and whatnot. 1, 2, 3, Bo Dallas wins. So Chris Jericho invites Sami Zayn out to the ring, and they just start talking, cutting a promo, talking about like how, God, like legit, like, oh, what's wrong, Sammy? You don't got Kevin's new phone number? Do you want it? Well, you can't have it. God. And then, what happened? What else? Then Jericho goes, oh, I see. You're just jealous. You're just jealous of what me and Kevin have. You don't have it anymore. A little jealous monster there. And he's telling him how Kevin Owens can be, that he's a backstabbing guy, that he'll see one day that he'll backstab you, Chris Jericho. And then pretty much he's like, that's why. He's like, let's be honest. He's like, that's why me and Kevin Owens traveled the world, because of you, Chris. He's like, before he even said that, he's like, is there even a shred of, like, Chris Jericho left inside you? Because, like, you were, like, you're a 6-time world champion. You're the first ever undisputed champion. He's like, now you're just a bona fide bitch. Well, Kevin Owens, bitch. And then he reached in his pocket, and he's like, well, you know what? He's like, Kevin Owens told me, sent a text message, let me know what to expect from you. And legit, he just goes, oh, and this, God almighty. He legit knocks his ass out. He hits him with the phone. And then the code breaker. And it showed an instant replay of it. Walked out. Not Kevin Owens, but Sami Zayn laid out. Match up next is going to be Sheamus versus Cesaro. The best of 7. Sheamus has 3. Cesaro has 1. I'm predicting right now it's going to be 2-3. So, the Cesaro and Sheamus match wasn't that bad. Of course, Sheamus was working on Cesaro's back, which prevented him from doing a couple moves and whatnot. And then Cesaro came back and started beating up Sheamus. He, tried for the Cesaro swing, got him around a little bit, dropped him. Sheamus hit the Irish Curse backbreaker, 1-2 kick out. A couple moves. Tried for the Irish Cross, I believe it is, which is the Razor's Edge. Cesaro slides out of it, rolls Sheamus up, 1, 2, and he legit puts his foot on the rope just to get the 3. the tie of the series 2-3. And Sheamus is living. And then we go into the back where there is Mick Foley. And then he was talking to Stephanie on the phone because she's in a conference somewhere in Singapore or something like that. And let me think here. And then Seth Rollins came in, and he's like, I appreciate you saving me from getting suspended. I appreciate you giving me my WWE Universal Championship match at Clash of Champions. But why are you letting Roman Reigns get an opportunity? I don't get it. Like, why? And then Mick Foley said, well, he got screwed over as much as you did. He's like, I don't care. And then Mick's like, well, if you're so worried about it. He's like, well, I'm the man. I don't care. I beat Roman Reigns every time. I'm just sick of this whole thing with Roman Reigns. And then whatever. And then Mick was starting to lose it because, like, he was questioning his integrity. And he's like, you can question my beard, my hair, my t-shirt. He's like, well, don't you ever question my integrity. And he's like, you're going to promise me that you're not going to interfere in that match. And it's just like, and if I do, what are you going to do about it? Then we went to commercial break. Well, a matchup between Alicia Fox and Nia Jax took place tonight because of the incident that happened last week in the backstage with Alicia Fox's one friend facing off against Nia Jax last week. And whatnot. And Nia Jax pretty much got interviewed before the match, and she said, well, to be honest, she's like, crazy? Whatever. I don't care. She's like, I don't really deal with crazy people. Either she's going to pass out, I think she said, or I'm just gonna knock her out. Oh, that's probably disgusting. Excuse me. This is what you guys wanted to see. So then they proceed. She goes out there. She wrestles a bit. Alicia gets a couple moves in. I'm not going to lie. And then Nia just destroys her. Alicia gets up to the top rope. Gets knocked to the outside. Then, let me think. Nia just grabs her by the hair and starts swinging her from to the barricade, to the barricade, to the barricade, to the barricade. And then she spears her through the barricade, and that's all happened. And then she just walked away, and it's secured, not secured, but referees come out and say, come on, Nia, get back, Nia, come on. And then she just left. There we go.